Hello everybody, welcome to the first video of my Introduction to Mandarin series. So in this video, I'll be talking to you about the tones of Mandarin. So let's begin. Right. So unlike English, which is generally considered a monotonous language, tones and pitches in Chinese language is very important. So there are many consonant-vowel combinations that form a sound, but the tone is what really sets one word apart from the other. I will demonstrate this in a bit. Well, to get a better grasp of the tones, I introduce you to the pitches. So we have the high pitch over here, which is at the top of your vocal range. When projected, it will sound like you're singing. It's also very graceful. Down here, we have the medium pitch. I like to call this the neutral tone, or the neutral pitch, because it's just you letting out a very neutral sound. A sound that can be made without straining or suppressing your voice, so it's quite comfortable. And finally, we have the low pitch, which is at the bottom of your vocal range, and you really need to suppress your voice to reach it. So essentially, this is like singing, right? So these pitches, it's kind of like singing, but not as hard in my opinion. Okay, so let me demonstrate these sounds with the la sound. So first we have la, la, because just like you're singing. So can you repeat? La. Okay, lovely. Next up, we have the medium pitch, which is very neutral. Okay, so it's very natural. So let me demonstrate. La, la. So I'm not straining or suppressing my voice. It's a very comfortable and a very natural. La. Can you repeat? La. La. Lovely. Now let's move on to the low pitch. Okay, so this one, really had to suppress the voice. So, la. La. Okay, so it's very low and it's very suppressed. Unfortunately, it's a bit tricky for me, or for lots of people to go so low, because my voice is naturally quite high. But after you start speaking quite fluently, it's not that obvious, right? It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so let me repeat this, okay? And I want you to repeat after me. Okay, so I got la, la, la. So repeat la, la. Repeat la, la. Finally repeat la, la. Beautiful. Now let's move on to the tones. So first off, we have the first tone. As described here, it is a high flat tone, and this sound is produced at the top of your vocal range, and it sounds like singing. It is high and it is flat, so it doesn't rise, it doesn't fall. Okay, so just like that high pitched sound we just practiced, okay, so this is at the top of your vocal range. Okay, so again, using la, okay, let's try. La, la. So repeat after me. La. Again. La. Lovely. Right, following on, we have the second tone. Okay, so this, as it says over here, it's a rising tone. This sound begins with a medium pitch and it quickly rises to the top of your vocal range. Alright, so as you can see here, it starts in the middle with our neutral voice, then we rise up to the high pitch. Let's break it down. So I want to begin by locating the medium pitch. La. I'm going to locate the high pitch. La. 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 Ah. So now I'm going to join it together. La. La. Okay. Right. So repeat after me. La. La. So now, right, in Chinese, when we speak, naturally, we don't speak so slowly. Okay, so gradually speed up this pitch. So try. La, 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 la. Okay, so after a while, you get the hang of it. Okay, And then the next one, we have the third tone. So this one's a bit tricky. Okay, it's a falling then rising tone. It's the only tone that falls and then rises. So it begins slightly below the medium pitch. It quickly falls to the bottom of your vocal range and quickly rises again to just above the medium pitch. Okay, so begin just slightly under the medium pitch, as you can see here, and it goes down to your low pitch and it rises. Okay, so what's tricky about this is that it doesn't start at the medium pitch and it doesn't end on one of the established pitches that I just introduced to you. Okay, so it starts just below the medium, it rises to just above the medium. Okay, so to not confuse things, I'm going to say for now, you can start at the medium pitch and then go up to a high pitch. Okay, so let's try. So let's break it down first of all. Let's try the falling part first. Okay, so let's locate a medium pitch. La, low pitch. La, 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 ah, la, la. Okay, from the low pitch, now go all the way up to the high pitch. Ah, 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 ah. Okay, now I'm going to do it all together slowly. Okay, so listen and then repeat. La, ah. Okay, repeat. Ah. Okay, now I'm going to do it a bit quicker now. La, ah, ah. Okay, so if I use this ma sound as an example, this is how it will sound. Ma, ma. Okay, repeat. Ma, ma. Lovely. Right. Finally, we have the fourth tone, and this one is not too hard. Okay, so it is a falling tone. It begins at the top of your vocal range and it falls quickly to the bottom of your vocal range. So we start from the top and you go all the way down to the bottom. Right? Looks pretty easy. Right, so let's locate your high pitch. La, la. Now locate your bottom pitch. La, la. So now let's join those sounds together. La, ah, la, la. Okay, so repeat after me. La, la. So obviously it's a lot quicker when you're speaking more naturally. Yeah, okay, so it will never in any case be that slow. Okay, so let's try again. La, la. Let's try with the ma sound right here. Ma, ma, ma. Okay, beautiful. Right, so here is a little summary for you. Okay, so first tone is a high flat tone. It is produced at the top of your vocal range. It sounds like singing. It is high and it is flat. Okay, be careful not to dip and not to rise. We have the second tone. It is a rising tone. Okay, so it begins with a medium pitch and it quickly rises to the top of your vocal range. Sometimes this sounds a little bit similar to third tone. Yeah, so when you speak quickly, there is not much of a noticeable difference. Then we have the third tone. It's a falling, then rising tone. It begins slightly below the medium pitch, quickly falls to the bottom of your vocal range, and quickly rises again to just above the medium pitch. Finally, you have the fourth tone, which is a falling tone. It begins at the top of your vocal range and it falls quickly to the bottom of your vocal range. Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm going to demonstrate to you what I mean by one sound has multiple different tones. Okay, so let's explore the shi sound, the sh sound. Okay, so the first one, which is the first tone, is pronounced sh. So can you try repeating? Sh. Okay, so nice and high and nice and flat. It's also quite prolonged. It's actually, unlike the other tones, okay, this one is dragged out for quite long. Okay, 诗. So this means poem. Okay, obviously the character count is very important because 诗 could also mean other things. Another example of 诗 could also mean corpse, a dead body. Yeah, so a 诗 is also a dead body. Obviously, the character is different. So next we have the second tone. Okay, this is 十, 十. So listen to the rise. 十. This means 10. Okay, so do you want to try? 十, 十, 十. Lovely. Right, now let's try the third tone. This one's always a bit easier. Okay, so this one, again, is falling and then it rises. Okay, so starting from the middle of your vocal range. 十, 十. This means to use. 十. So there are many meanings for this word, okay, with this character. Okay, but you can combine it with another word and it will form a different word. But in this case, this means to use, the general usage. So it is generally used as to use. Okay. Finally, we have the fourth tone, which is a falling tone. It goes from high all the way to low. So 是, 是. Okay, try. 是, 是, 是. So it's one of the most commonly used words in Mandarin. It means is or to be. Could also mean yes. Okay, so I'll go through them all together and listen to the difference. 诗, 时, 是, 是. You want to try? 诗, 时, 是, 是. Lovely. Right. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and most importantly learned something new. I'll see you next time in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye.